Why hello everyone, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is my Shrinking Season 2 spoiler review, so without further ado, let's discuss. Alright. Alright. So this is a show on Apple TV Plus. Now this is not a streaming service I use a whole lot, but this is one of my top 10 shows. This is probably my 10th show. Let me give you guys a spoiler here. Well, this isn't my top 10 show. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm going to make my top 10 shows and movies list sometime within the new year, probably sometime in January, because that's the time when I won't be going to many movies. But I want to make those videos for you, and it's been something I want to achieve. But this show is incredible. If you're not watching this show, get on it. I understand that lots of people don't want to get another streaming service. They're like, oh, Apple TV Plus, really? This and Ted Lasso. This, in my opinion, I know people love Ted Lasso. This is better than Ted Lasso. Now, I want to say I don't... By the way, I have a little bit... I'm getting over a sore throat. I had some mucus. I had like a cold last Sunday, the Sunday before Christmas. And then I got better. I feel better mentally. Like, I had a big headache, big cold, big mucus. And now it's finally coming out. So, I'm sorry if I sound a little weird. So, to me, I love the Ted Lasso journey, but to me, the ending of Ted Lasso was emotional. But it felt like there's a show out there called Welcome to Wrexham. That probably is not for me. Like Ted Lasso, like when I'm watching a show about sports, it's hard. I love the comedy, but it's hard for me to relate to everyone individually because I'm not in that country. But and I'm not like like I'm not being like condescending. Like I love everybody in Ted Lasso, but this show in Shrinking feels so relatable. Specifically, it's created by Jason Segel, who's from How I Met Your Mother, who was in the Muppet movie remake, and Brett Goldstein. Brett Goldstein is Roy Kent in Ted Lasso, and he created this show, and he's in season 2. And the way he's incorporated into season 2 is like one of the most craziest stories ever, because Jason Segel's wife is dead, but murdered by this guy, by the Roy Kent character. His name's Lewis in this show. And it's deep, and this entire show is deep. And like from the gay couple, Charlie and oh my god, I'm gonna forget the other name. Charlie and Brian having a baby, which is not deep, but like their struggle trying to find a nanny and trying to find not a donor, but like an adopted mom, trying to find a mom, and then all this sort of stuff. This show is amazing. From the Alice, who's very cute, Alice, Jason Segel's daughter, trying to figure out who she's with, like, because she's, she actually cheated on one of her friend's boyfriends. So all this stuff, it's so deep. And then her ringtone later is the song "Cheater, Cheater." I won't say the bad word after that, but "Cheater, Cheater," and that in the show is her ringtone. It's great. I love all these stories, and how like there's certain people have relationships and struggles. And Harrison Ford in this show is incredible. He brings great comedy. Him and Harrison Ford and Jason Segel bantering off of each other, and just how Harrison Ford's like grovelly tone just brings out great comedy like no other. And it's great in this show. And I feel like when I'm pitching this show, I'm like, this is a comedy. Like, I love the show Community for its pop culture reference. Like it's the same creators for Rick and Morty. Community is, but I love Community on that level. But Community was going to be in my top 10 shows. But when I'm like, Community is a sitcom. Shrinking isn't. Shrinking is a comedy. It's like Ted Lasso. Like, I pitch Shrinking as a real life show with comedy. It's like a dramedy, but don't even go in thinking it's all out drama, which there is drama. But I, I would I would recommend this show to my friends. Like, this is a real life show. This is deep stuff. Like, I haven't watched Breaking Bad, but Shrinking is like one of my all time favorite shows. Like, it's so good. And the finale of this, like I said, this is some spoiler review. So Lewis, like Alice is Jason Segel's daughter, and Jason Segel's like, don't go talk to Lewis. And they have a few like, okay, well, I won't go talk to him. And then later they're having Thanksgiving. Gabby gets everyone over for Thanksgiving, and her boyfriend Derek comes back like, yay, Derek. And then Jason Segel goes to, because at this point Lewis is going to go kill himself in front of a train. And I was on the edge of my seat like, dear God, no. Dear God, no. And Jason Segel just like says, dude, like catches him at the last second. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was on the edge of my seat ready to go, no way. No, like, this is not happening. So it was crazy. The ending was insane. I was trying not to get emotional by Harrison Ford's speech at the end, because he has Parkinson's, and the way he just tells, I don't want to say the speech verbatim because I don't remember it, but I loved like how he's like, time is short, I don't know how much longer. The pretty much was like, I don't know how much longer I'll be like sharing memories with you guys, laughing, sitting here talking, laughing, crying, all this sort of stuff. And he's like, and I'm like working with you guys, and I'm like, damn, this is deep. And I'm like, Harrison Ford, dude, I preach. And listening to his speech made me think, I can't wait to see him on the big screen in Captain America, because I know some people are not like excited for Marvel, and I know lots of people didn't like him in Indiana Jones, the last one. With understandably, I didn't really think it was a great movie. But seeing him on the big screen again, seeing him on the big screen again, portrayal a Red Hulk, just is going to be amazing. And after this deep speech, I got like lots of feels from this show. And season 1 was a ride, but this was an even better ride. And I don't want this show to end. Season 2 ended, but like this show is just amazing. And I feel like what I've said already is like, oh, you haven't said much about this season. I don't want it. I pitched this as a spoiler review, but there's so much here that I don't want to spoil. I mean, I've already mentioned the guy that murdered Jason Segel's wife, but all you have to do is go watch this show for yourself, because it's so good. It's so good. This is an absolute A+ in my book. Just at the end of the day, I did this review with no notes. I can't stress enough that this is an A+ show. I hear John Campea talking about it, but this show is like the absolute, every character. You know what? I forgot to mention, every show. Like I said, this show feels like real life. This show feels so relatable. Like when I'm watching it every week, I feel like I'm relating to this can relate to these characters, and I'm in their world. And I know it's like, because it's not like a CG budget, a CG heavy show. Like, oh, like when I'm watching like Last of Us or House of the Dragon, like I can't, like I might like, might be some morals in there. It's like, okay, I kind of relate to that character. I understand where that character is coming from, or stuff like that. But this show, even though it's a comedy, like it deals with real life struggles and stuff. Like I've seen it like in Community. Like I like the Community. I like the what the friendships are. I love Community. I will never stop loving it. But Shrinking is next level, because it takes deep problems like being a therapist and stuff, and like the therapistisms and all the real life struggles, like having a baby, teenage relationships, moms, dads, best friends, other friends, like toxic things. It's so deep, and I love it. So And so yeah, with that said, I love this show. It's so relatable. And excuse me as I catch my breath. It's so relatable, and I try not to get emotional in the finale. I don't know. I need to make another video today, so I need to keep my voice going. But at any rate, let me know if you've seen Shrinking Season 2. I'm recommending this to everyone that I know. I mean, it's just so good. It's just so good. I can't get enough of it. It's like a meal. Like, I like going on to the next thing, like, on the next, like, this after Dune Prophecy ended, like, I was like, God, I'm so glad that Dune Prophecy ended, because this show was amazing. Now, there are two completely different shows, but I'm like, Shrinking. So, yeah, this is an A+ in my book. Go watch it if you haven't already. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me where you can, and I'll be just, Facebook links down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. As always, don't forget to keep calm, watch the screen. Peace out, everyone.